Authorization to modify budget to cover necessary technology updates.
I'll move it.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 3, authorization to carry over grant funding from 2021.
I'll move that.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Authorization to carry over grant.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 5, authorization to purchase air filters for local school districts. That's better. Districts under using grant funding. This is at a total cost of what, $17,835?
I'll move it.
Do we have a second it? Somebody second it?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 6, authorization to modify the 2022 budget to accept additional grant funding.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I think we should all maybe do something to get everybody going.
Yeah, where's the rest of the committee?
All right, number 7. Let's go. Authorization for the Department of Human Services to purchase additional laptops with accessories for the department staff at a cost not to exceed $20,000 through federal salary share funding, .2 funding.
I'll happily move that, Jim.
Great.
Second, Simmons.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 8, authorization for the Department of Human Services to abolish a soon-to-be vacant psychological social worker position and create and fill it with a 1.0 FTE grade 18C senior behavioral health social worker position due to resignation.
I'll move it.
Second, Kirsten.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 9, authorization for the Department of Human Services to fill a vacant 1.0 FTE grade 31C senior nurse practitioner position with either a 1.0 grade 31C senior nurse practitioner or a grade 28C nurse practitioner position, whichever the market can deliver.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 10, authorization for the Department of Human Services to fill a soon-to-be vacant grade 14.510 FTE administrative assistant position.
I'll move it.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 11, request authorization to fill one caseworker assistant position, base salary $41,524, and any backfills created therefrom.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 12, request authorization to fill two caseworker positions, base salary $55,293, and any backfills created therefrom.
I'll
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 13, request authorization to fill one child support specialist position at a base salary of $45,158 and any backfills created therefrom.
Move it.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
I was waiting for you.
Opposed?
Waiting for someone, so whatever.
Carried. Okay, 14, request authorization from the chairman of Board of Supervisors to fill 2 social welfare examiner positions at a base salary of $45,158, and any backfills created therefrom.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 15, request authorization to renew the existing agreement between the Columbia County Department of Social Services and Judy S. Schwartz for the provision of independent assessments for Columbia County youth who are being considered for residential treatment placement.
I'll move it.
Second.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Hey, Ron, your mic on?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
We were just wondering.
We've got a couple.
I've jumped on a couple of them, I thought, but I'm late to the game.
There's a delay.
Okay.
This guy was, there's a delay.
Got it.
All right, we'll keep going then. Number 16, request to fill budgeted emergency fill 1 emergency dispatcher position due to new employee that was in training transferred back to DSS.
I'll move it. Okay.
Great. We have a
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 17, seek authorization for the chairman of the Board of Supervisors to sign the maintenance agreement between Hudson Valley Office Equipment, Columbia County Public Defender's Office for the period of 8/17/22 to 8/17/23 for their copy machine located at Hudson City Court. The fee for the agreement is 100% paid by ILS funding.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 18, create and fill a full-time assistant public defender position at an annual salary of $70,000 plus fringe. Said position will be 100% paid for by the Hurrell Herring Reform.
I'll move
Move
it.
it. Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 19, fill the position of legal assistant at an annual salary of $62,500 plus fringe.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 20, authorization for the sheriff's office to fill a vacant budgeted
Move that.
full-time deputy sheriff position.
Second, Kirsten.
Motion and a second. Did you want to say anything, Rob?
No, I was jumping the gun. I apologize.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, 21, authorization for the sheriff's office to fill a vacant and budgeted full-time sheriff's position.
Move it, Stats.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 22, authorization for the sheriff's office to accept the child passenger safety grant.
I'll move it. Move it, Stats.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 23, authorization for the sheriff's office to accept a grant from the New York State Sheriff's Association.
Move it, Simmons.
Second, Stats.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 24, authorization for the sheriff's office to enter into an agreement with New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding the Capital Region Crime Analysis Center.
I'll move it, Kirsten.
Second, Stats.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 25, authorization for the sheriff's office to enter an agreement with the Conic Hills, Ichabod Crane, Chatham, New Lebanon, Hudson, and Germantown school districts regarding body-worn cameras.
I'll move it.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 26, authorization for the sheriff's office to enter into an agreement with the Hudson City School District and the Rensselaer, Columbia Green Counties Board of Cooperative Educational Services, Quest R3 BOCES.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Second, Kirsten.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 27, authorization for human resources to establish standard workdays for employees, Form RS 2418.
I'll move it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 28, adopt the revisions to the County of Columbia policy and complaint procedure regarding discrimination and harassment.
Move it, Stats.
Second, Kirsten.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 29, 2023 I Love New York Matching Funds, TPA designation.
I'll move it.
Second.
Second, Stats.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 30, county government, 2023 tourism department pool of professional marketing specialists.
I'll move it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 31, resolution to amend resolution 277-2022.
That's just fixing the term, the ending
Right.
of the term.
Right.
I'll move it.
Simmons.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, this is the authorization to plan the climate carnival.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Number 33, authorization for the Real Property Tax Service Agency to hire one temporary full-time data collector, Real Property Tax Services aide.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, authorization for Columbia County to accept actual back taxes and to forgive penalties and interest for a property owner owned by the Corkscrew Rail Trail located in the town of New Lebanon. Tax number,
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. Authorization to enter into a contract with Columbia Economic Development Corporation for the administration of funding from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. And I
I'll move
believe
it, Kirsten.
we have a motion. Do we have a second? Do we get a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is this the one I was talking about, Kelly?
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
just, I'm sorry,
Yes.
the
Okay.
title of this, they're not administering our ARPA funding. I don't know why he chose that as the title for this.
Mike,
I read,
what's on?
I used what Rob had used on the resolution related to the Columbia Forward project. You're welcome to change it, certainly.
Rob didn't have any problem with it.
Yeah, okay, it's just,
It was odd to me as well, but that's I just followed what we had done, what he had approved the last time.
okay.
I mean, the contract seemed to do everything it wanted to do. I read their contract through. But, okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I want to recuse myself, Kelly,
Okay,
on that vote. Okay, Public Works, authorization to fill one position of highway equipment maintenance worker.
Move it Simmons.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 37, authorization to create and fill 6 seasonal labor positions in the Highway Department at the grade 2022, grade 11A, step 1, starting salary rate of $20.
I'll move it.
Who was that?
Ligonia.
I'm sorry.
We have Ligonia made a motion, Ron Ott seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Authorization to fill one vacant budget position of part-time labor in the Highway Department at a grade 11A, step 1, hourly rate of $20.62.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
39, we held off in Public Works.
Yeah, there was a question about the engine on that.
Yeah.
Okay, number 40, authorization for the Columbia County Solid Waste Department to increase the tipping fee for solid waste and construction and demo debris from $140 a ton to $150 a ton due to contractual obligations and increased fuel costs.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 41, authorization for Columbia County Solid Waste Department to make the following increase in disposal costs for all size mattresses and box springs from
Move
$10.
it Simmons.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Just so you know, Jim, I just was at the Canaan. $85 for a mattress, $85 for a box spring.
Wow. I kind of, at our last discussion we had in budget, actually, even in Public Works, I brought that up, we've got to make sure that even though we're going up, are we going up enough to offset the costs of, these operations? Because
Well, I thought 85 was absurd, but I just was looking at.
15 is also pretty cheap, So I know we don't want to make money. We're not in the business to make money on all this stuff, but you have to factor in
Of course.
the cost of equipment, you know what I'm saying, and when it wears out, So anyway,
Was that just yours, Rob?
No, Craig, it was yours.
okay, number 42, Public Works, authorization for the Columbia County Solid Waste Department to make the following increases for the roll-off container service. 10 and 20 yard container pricing will increase by $50. 30 and 50 yard container pricing will increase by $100.
Move it Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, number 43. A resolution is requested authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to execute a supplemental agreement to New York State Department of Transportation contract between New York State Department of Transportation and Columbia County in the total project amount of $4,857,000 for necessary supplemental design tasks, supplemental right-of-way incidental tasks, the right-of-way acquisition phase, and the construction support and inspection phase. Association.
Move it, Snap. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 44, resolution requested authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to execute a supplemental agreement to New York State Department of Transportation contract
I'll
between.
move it.
Second. Second, Snap.
Motion in the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, number 45, a resolution is requested authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to sign and execute any necessary documentation to agree to change order with Centrica Business Solutions to
Move
include.
it Simmons.
Second, Stats.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 46, a resolution is requested authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to sign and execute any necessary documentation to agree to a change order made with Media Corporation.
Move it,
Construction.
Simmons.
This is for that push wall.
Yes.
We have a motion and we have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 47, resolution requesting authorization of the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to sign and execute any necessary documentation to agree to a change order with William J. Keller and Sons Construction Corporation
I'll
for.
move it.
second, Kirsten.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Jim, are you there?
Yeah, you gotta roll it up.
I did. It's on 48.
Oh, now it's 48. Okay, I didn't see
Oh, it
it.
must have been a delay on your end.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
It was.
A resolution is requested authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to sign and execute any necessary documentation to agree to a change order with CDE Electric for actual quantities of work completed in electrical contract.
I'll move it.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's a decrease in the contract.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that's a decrease. Can you imagine that? Of $40,000.
That got Jim all excited.
Yeah, we just got raised up though. We just paid 80 before that, so don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, we're still spending.
We're still spending. A resolution request authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to sign an amendment to an agreement for professional services contract, design improvement to the Columbia County Sewer District between CPL and Columbia County, and to increase the contract amount not to exceed
I'll
$23,213.
move it.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, number 50. Transfer funds from the H1 4000 4000 Brick Construction Fund to the H1 5E 51010 4000 Road Fund.
I'll move it.
Second, Simmons.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Finance, authorization to award the bid for non-food paper products to Central Polybag Corp., Charmtech, Agni Enterprises, Head to Heel Safety Supplies, Hill and Marks, Imperial Bag and Paper Company, Interboro Packaging Corp., Pyramid School Products, AAA Supplies, WB Mason, for the period October 1st, 2022 through March 31st, 2023.
Move
I'll
it,
move it.
Simmons.
We have a motion. Did we get a second there?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, authorized contract between Beacon Solutions Group at a rate of $150 per hour for the period September 2022 through December 31st, 2022 for training and consulting support as related to human services billing functions.
Move it, Simmons.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Contract in case anybody has any questions on it.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the final resolution. from
Okay.
Michael.
Yeah, I think what we should do maybe is to go in executive session because we're probably going to want to discuss certain parts of this.
Do you want to propose it first, Michael, and then see if there's any questions that need to go into executive?
Sure.
Okay.
Just requesting authorization for, back in early 2021, my office and the controller's office were authorized for going out for RFP for our PBM, our pharmacy management. So the RFP committee is ready to make a suggestion of the recommendation on as to who they would like to be for the county provider. So this resolution is authorizing to enter into a contract with the potential selected provider of Capital RX CDPHP into a 3-year option with 2 additional 1-year options for renewal.
Is there any change in any of the program? I mean, or anything like that? Is
So
anything-
the program will be identical, if not better, but it is a different vendor.
Okay. And is the price, the same or less or,
The savings would be more than traditionally what we have.
okay.
Is there any concern with the union?
No, all unions were present at the, unfortunately, only one union was able to participate in the actual presentations, but we held an additional meeting asking all 4 unions to be there. So one representative that represents 3 of the 4, in addition to one from our largest union, all came, and we opened the floor to them to ask any questions and answer any questions that they may have had. So.
I'll
Is this
make a
going to be
motion.
still mail order? Just one more question. Is this the mail order thing too?
Yes, so
Prescription?
yes, so what we have is currently our mail order is through our traditional prescription, who currently is Proactive. Sorry, I'm
Right.
stammering. I don't know what's going on today. But then we still, as part of the EFP, as the RFP, it was part that they had to have a continuing relationship with CanRx also as our international provider.
Okay.
Okay.
So who made a motion?
I'll
Somebody
make a motion, to move this.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Good. We didn't have to even go in executive session.
Thank
If
you all
it's
very much.
Coming from Michael, I know it's right.
Yeah.
Just representing an excellent RFP group that was assigned to this. It was seriously a really wonderful group to work with. It was a very difficult choice, but the committee felt very comfortable moving forward with this as the recommendation. So, and I'm certainly available for questions should anyone have any questions outside of the meeting. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have anything else to bring before the finance meeting? If not, motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, have a nice afternoon, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care.